Hello everyone and welcome to another Still Speaks video, but you already knew that because you are so smart. And speaking of the smartest people, only the smartest people have hit that subscribe button, then they rang that bell, and they turn on all notifications to be part of the hottest Supreme Commander 2 action that this channel has to offer. It's free for you and it means the world to me. And speaking of meaning the world to me, guys, check out my band's music. Click the link down below. We're called Black It Out. I think you might like it. And also be on the lookout for my band's newest music video for Live, Laugh, Love featuring Andy Negative. Great guy, great tune, you'd enjoy it. And have you guys seen my latest Sanctuary update video? Definitely check it out and get involved with those guys. Click the links down below and be all about it. But you guys are amazing for listening to me and supporting me in any way you could. I appreciate you all. The map is called Powderhorn Mesa, and it is a 2v2, sometimes an FFA, sometimes a 1v1, but today it is a 2v2, and that is exactly what we are going to be talking about. Why did I just say that? I don't know, but let's get on with it. Let's introduce the players. We got Zeroth spawning in as the purple UEF commander, dropping down a double land factory open. Let's do this once more. We got Zeroth spawning in as the purple UEF commander, dropping down a double. Oh, good thing I redid that. Dropping down a land factory and an air factory. I'm glad I redid that one. I guess my intuition let me know to do that. And then his teammate, we got battletac spawning in as the red cyber commander, dropping down a triple land factory opener. That could be really good for him. And let's see who their opponents are. We got Perma spawning in as the white cyber commander, dropping down a single in a double land factory opener. That is way behind and going to be a problem. So Perma spawning as the white cyber commander, drop down a double land factory opener. So that's going to be useful. And then we got, how do you say that name? Chaboy? I'm going to say Chaboy 28 spawning in as the green cyber commander, doing a very ill-advised opener, doing a double research station opener and a single a single air factory opener. He's just asking to get rushed by the person next to him doing a triple land factory opener. Yeah, that's gonna be GG. This is over. This is done. If they don't deal with it immediately, it could be okay. So anyhow, I forgot to show you where the teams are. You probably figured it out. Team 1 is on this side of the screen in the northeastern portion, you know, because it's not just left or right. And then we got Team 2 in the southwest regions. So yeah, look at all these units. They could literally go right down there and take out Chaboy immediately. Oh, gunships? You kidding me, dude? Gunships against Cybran never work. Ooh, Chaboy. Fail. Build a fail right there. I'm just kidding. I am kidding. I'm kidding. That's not nice. It's a dangerous build, but I think Perma might be able to do something about this. I mean, both the builds are definitely not optimized for Team 2. Team 2's builds are actually suboptimal and will definitely equal defeat in most cases. So we got three factories versus, well, sorry, Perma's actually expanding heavily, so that is not a suboptimal build. That's an expansion build. My mistake. That's an expansionist build and is very powerful if you could hold your opponents up. And for some reason, the gunships are not falling from the sky like I expected them to do, but now they are. Just kidding, they're falling from the sky. Yeah, gunships, don't just build gunships. They're not that good. Look. Oh yeah, they brought down Zeroth to yellow. I mean, it's not the worst in the world, but it's not good either. But yeah, sorry what I said about Perma. Let's look at this. He's got a bunch of mass extractors. I should have looked before I said anything. He is way ahead. So he's got what, at least 3 more mass extractors than everybody else. And now he just got his 3rd land factory. So yeah, he's going to catch up very quickly. And if not, excel. So there should be more adapters in that. No, they're fine. See, this is why you don't build gunships. This is why you don't build gunships straight out. You're going to get spanked. Chabot 28 should really use his... There you go. He's sucking up delicious yummy mass. Dat mass, yo, and that's the smart thing to do. Good job there, Chabot. Putting down a point defense a little bit behind the mass extractor. A good move. Good move. Not great moves, but good moves. Yeah, see, now your team does not have air at all. There's no air coverage whatsoever. So, if Zeroth wanted to bomb Perma into oblivion, he can. And notice who got the 4th factory first. Perma. Perma has his first 4th factory on the field. A 4th factory for Zeroth. I would have gone land. But that is okay. Zeroth is a great player. I mean, all these players are great. Don't get me wrong. I think Chabot just did something experimental or really likes gunships. Not good. Not good. I think Chabot learned very quickly that's not working because he's putting down, well, he's putting down another air factory. Probably ill-advised there. The rush distance is so small. I like how the point defense is at least behind all these structures, so it's going to be really hard to destroy things. However, Chabot's expansions are in danger and are going to die. No doubt. But getting out the engineers, hiding them, is a good move. Cobras, huh? Cobras for Perma. Could be very useful for sieging, since he's got the land advantage, and all we're seeing really are mostly wasps. Could be okay. And a little bit of a victory right here for Chabot, winning the air and is able to bomb these units mostly freely. But the adapter shields keeps that from doing damage. Nice! 4 kills in 1 run. Now Chabot hit the right spot. Amazing bombing run there. Phenomenal, really. Retreating back to the AA, really. We can tell Chabot knows what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They failed in the experiment. That's okay. Chabot is 100% committing to air, which is actually really good right now. Really good right now because there is a huge commitment in land over here. So let's pause and, well, people don't like me when I pause. I don't care. But we need to analyze the situation. So we got a split of air and land for Zeroth and all land for battletac. They are severely low on the air front. And they're not even ahead in land. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factories for Perma, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 factories for Team 2, not including the gantries. When that gantry comes out, we'll see. And look at this. Perma is able to take out some of battletac expansions. So, yeah, this is going pretty well for Team 2, actually. Except for they're just sitting there being lazy. I don't like that. Bomber's not taking them out, though. Don't group up. That's why you don't group up. Took out this mass extractor, though. Combined effort taking out another mass extractor. Really, really not worth it. Really not going well for Team 1 at the moment. All right, Fat Boys are in the field. Let's see if that changes anything, and it very well could. Fat Boy is going to get bombed into oblivion, and one pass, baby. Getting his Air Force out of there. Fighting over anti-air. Great move there by Chabot. A real good combined effort by Chabot and Perma. So, air has been won by Team 2. Team 1 is now in grave danger with all those... Look at that! The Brackmen are doing their jobs. The Cobras are doing their jobs. Destroying factories. Oh! Going after the gantry. Very good move there by Chabot. Great choice of targets, taking out that unit that just popped out of the gantry. And Zeroth is now being... Well, this is actually a good move. Ejecting Zeroth from the game will... Boom! Down goes Zeroth. There is no air for Team 1. And we got a Megalith in the field, which could be very, very dangerous. But there's not a lot of land, and battletac decides to control case. So, a very interesting opener for Chabot. Like, Chabot's opener was not good, to say the least. I mean, let's just be real. Like, a gunship opener will cause you almost 100% of the time defeat on a map with this short rush distance. Look how short of a rush distance this is between he and his opponent. But luck was with them. Both battletac and Zeroth went after Perma. And that was what really screwed them. Instead of suppressing Chabot, which they could have easily done, they could have easily ejected Chabot. Even just battletac could have destroyed Chabot very easily. Very, very easily. With minimal anti-air, too, because gunships take a while to build. They're very expensive. And, yeah, they take a long time to build. So, once you're down there, you could be wreaking havoc. You could literally have wiped out a bunch of his mass. And you could have, even if you weren't successful at ejecting him from the game, you could have severely crippled him in the beginning of the match. But instead, they went straight for Perma, but Perma was able to fight them off somehow. I don't know how he did it. Pat yourself on the back, Perma, for surviving that. I mean, doing a heavy, extremely heavy resource opener. Like, look at all of these mass extractors. Look at all those mass extractors. He had more mass extractors than anyone on the map. And earlier, too. So he had 2 factories. He was on an uphill battle, and somehow Perma was able to fight them off. And I was like, nah, dude, that's a bad build. But then I look behind him. He has all these mass extractors, and he won his fight, which blew my mind. He should have lost that fight, but he won. He got 2v1, and he won. Why the 2v1 wasn't effective was because of the air factories and the lack of land. If it was all land, a triple land factory from both of his opponents, he would have been overwhelmed and easily defeated. And if it wasn't UEF air, he could have been defeated. If they didn't go Wasp, but they went straight Eagle Eyes, he could have been defeated. But all of the stars aligned for Perma and Chabot in this one. And Chabot, notice, what I like about Chabot, I may have said it was a bad opener. Sure, it wasn't very good on this map. Could be good in a larger map. But on this map, not so good. However, he changed his tactics. He read the room. He was like, yo, these gunships aren't working. Let's switch to a bunch of Geminis. And 4 air factories versus 2, well, you do the math. No, 3. You do the math, right? These guys are producing both Wasps and Eagle Eyes. So they're not producing 100% Wasps. They were producing 100% Wasps. 3 UEF air factories could be still a threat versus 4 of any other faction. So still a threat, but they didn't 100% commit to Wasps. So that was the problem. That was a huge problem for Team 1. So, and then Chabot controlled his air units like an expert. He moved them over anti-air. He bombed in the right spots, taking out a whole cluster of enemies right here. Very, very amazing. And then he got into an air fight, pulled back, and into anti-air coverage. Great moves, Chabot. And the reason why I'm really going over this is because I said they had a terrible opener. Terrible openers could be switched to great enders. So don't count yourself out. And the thing I like about Chabot, he's expanding. He's still expanding. Zeroth and battletac expanded too. They definitely did. They definitely did. But even winning air, he still kept expanding. That's how you play this game. You keep expanding. Because battletac had this. And Perma knocked that loose. And Chabot was like, this is mine. Good move. And I'm not saying battletac and Zeroth did bad. They didn't. They're some of the best players in the game. Especially together. They usually see them playing together. They're great at team games. But they either underestimated their opponents or they... Like I said, the stars aligned against them. Like, they just built the wrong thing every time. It could have been a good thing, but they just didn't have the knowledge what their opponent was doing. So the stars aligned against them, or their opponent knew exactly what to do. Because concentrated air, concentrated land will beat combined air and land and just land. Because once the air is gone, bombing runs happen, and that makes things very difficult. I'm not saying they'll always beat them. Not always. But this time we saw that happen. Like, there's no way this guy... Well, he could have produced enough wasps, but he didn't. He was also behind on research. Chabot had 2 research stations for the beginning of the game. So, 2 research stations at the beginning of the game snowball into a great tech. And then 3 research here with 6 factories going on 7, going on 8. Yeah, this is going to be definitely in the favor of Perma and Chabot. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. It's very interesting. I really thought Team 2 was going to lose. I could have almost guaranteed a defeat for Team 2 just by the opener. Usually the opener really dictates who wins and who loses. Like a gunship opener, especially against a Cybran right there, it's like, what are you doing, dude? You like losing? Apparently, adaptation is a strong point for Chabot and Perma. So, very good moves. And usually, battletac and Zeroth are great at adapting themselves. Because I played against them, I'm like, what are you guys doing? How'd you do that? But today, some great players got the better of them. Great players sometimes lose. Sometimes great players do some crazy things like gunship openers. Sometimes it works, a lot of times it doesn't. But it's surprising. Nobody would have thought to in a pro match, gunships early on. That might be what Chabot was hoping, because he could have caught Zeroth out. If he had like 5 or 6 gunships and Zeroth didn't have any air, those gunships could have been an immediate ejection because Zeroth pushed his commander out. It didn't have much AA. And I think that's what he might have been doing. So Chabot might have been going for an early snipe. No, like 5 gunships would have killed him. Boom, would have been over if there was no air. And usually people don't open with air on this map. So going early gunships, that's a surprising and very scary thing that could work if your opponent's very, very, very aggressive with his ACU. So, you know, I take it back. It wasn't a terrible opener. It was just a surprising opener. And usually you don't do that. Like, you can tell Chabot knows what they're doing because of the placement of the point defense and how these things are all in the way of the point defense, right? Usually you put the point defense under a shield, but his factory was here, and he needed a point defense up here. So, using the mass extractor as extra HP for the point defense is how you know he's a pretty good player. So, guys, yeah, I've rambled a lot. I know. I just want those at home to know what happened, and to know that at first glance, gunships look like a bad idea. But if you think about it, they probably played versus battletac and Zeroth before, and they know these guys are very aggressive with their ACUs in such a small map. Like, pushing their UEF ACU right here in the beginning of the game is a huge advantage and could have easily been caught out if there was no air on the field. So, yeah. So saying it's terrible is not fair. They might have had a plan. So thank you, Perma, for sending me this replay. You are an awesome dude. And thank you for sending me a replay last month as well. So guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, favorite it because that helps me out, and send your good replays to stillspeaks@gmail.com. Send your replays to stillspeaks@gmail.com, just like Perma has done. Thank you, Perma. And you could also join the Supreme Commander Discord server. Click the link down below to get involved with that. And upload it to hashtag replays for stillspeaks on that server and at me. Or you could find me on that server and direct message me with your replay. Only do one, because I'll be very, very confused if you do all. You do all, I'll be very upset and probably won't cast a replay. No, I'll probably cast it, but I'll just be kind of upset. And annoyed. Not upset, just a little annoyed. So don't do that. Don't annoy me. But yeah, great job, guys. Phenomenal game. So yeah, guys, be sure to join the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server if you want to find people to play with. Cue Alphex's ad now.
What? You still haven't joined the biggest Supreme Commander 2 Discord in the world with over 1,000? 2,000? You have General, Hall of Fame, all the YouTube channels, all the YouTube videos, streaming. Don't worry about that. Ask for some help, post some memes, send some replays, find a game, dead chat. We even have a channel for all the Xbox Subcom 2 players. So what are you waiting for? Click the first link in the video description or just type Supreme Commander 2 in this thing that nobody will ever use. You should join now.
Click the link down below to get involved with the Supreme Commander 2 Discord server. Guys, comment down below, say something nice, say something positive about the players, about the game. We all need more positivity in this world because there's some tough things people may be going through, and who knows what a kind word could do for them. So, do it. Be nice. Just be nice. It's not so hard. Just do it. You don't know the impact you may have on somebody. I know I was a little harsh in this replay, but I'm just trying to help people get better. And, you know, I ended up finding a way to be positive with it. Sometimes bad things do happen in the game, and I just have to be like, that wasn't very good. But the positive thing is, you're hearing it from me. I'm not being mean. I'm just trying to help you. And the positive thing is you can improve. And you can send me a replay of your improvements, and I'll cast it. You could say, hey, man, you've said some things about me that I didn't like, or I wouldn't. If you said something, you said something, hey, I didn't like what you said, I'll probably say, well, send me a replay of you doing better, and I'll cast it. So that's usually how that goes, how that conversation goes. It's happened. It's definitely happened to me. From pros, too, it's happened. I didn't like it, but it is what it is. But if you want me to say positive things, do positive things in the game, and I'll say positive things. Easy as that. And me by saying quote-unquote negative things, there are ways for you to improve. That's all I want for you, to improve in this game. If you say I'm being negative, well, what am I going to do? Tell you that building a line of P-gens early in the game is a good thing? No! That's not how the world works. So, you take my feedback. It's constructive criticism. It's not to tear you down. If you take it as tearing you down, maybe look into yourself and figure out a way to learn that it's to help you. Learn that the difference between constructive criticism and just being negative, right? So I'm never going to do that to anybody because I know how it is when somebody with the power is mean to you and says rude things. It's not cool, and I'm not going to do that to you. So guys, I will critique you. I will critique your gameplay. But if you use my advice, you will get better. And send me your good replays and let me know that you got better. And I'll cast it. And I'll say nice things about you and comment on your improvements. But I will also comment on the things you do wrong. That's the way the world works, buddy. But anyhow, yeah, so just be positive, or you could provide constructive criticism. But be positive about it, but be nice about it. You don't have to be like, oh, that was just a terrible build. Well, no one's going to learn from that. That's not going to help anybody. Tell them what they need to do different. Maybe a triple land factory might be better. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Just be nice. Just be nice, you know? So anyhow, yeah, this more positivity. Who knows what the world is going through, so let's just... Who knows what the people are going through, so let's just be nice. But anyhow, guys, if you like this... If you guys like what I do and you want to support this channel, I have a Patreon page. Click the link to get involved with that. And a huge shout out to Alpha Hex, who is my only active patron. Thank you, Alpha Hex. You are an amazing guy. But you will also see Sapphire High Noon Yasuho's picture up because he gave a substantial amount to me. Thank you, Sapphire High Noon Yasuho. I appreciate you. And that's why it's still up, because he gave me a good amount. Very nice person. And he is also a underrated YouTube content creator. So check out Alpha Hex. Hey, Iron Commander was a patron for a very long time. So check out Alpha Hex's YouTube channel, Iron Commander's YouTube channel, and Sapphire High Noon Yasuho's YouTube channel. Click the link down below. I have a bunch of links in the pinned comments and in my descriptions. If you're ever bored, there's so much to do in my descriptions. I have so much for you to look at, so you could definitely do that. Give these guys some love, of course. Subscribe to them. But yeah. Oh yeah. Look, ways to support me. If you don't like a subscription model, click the link down below and check out my band's music. You buy my band's music on Amazon, Apple Music, Google Play, wherever music is streamed or sold, you could check us out. That helps me out a lot, but bandcamp.com gives you the best deal for all my band's music. Right now you can buy it for under $3. All my band's music for under $3. You're not going to find a deal like that in many places, so bandcamp.com is where you can get it all. That helps support me a lot, believe it or not. So think about doing that if you want to spend money. And if you don't want to spend money, I completely understand. Don't worry about it. You don't have to tell me why. I don't care. Watching my band's music videos helps me out a lot. Subscribe to my band's YouTube channel. Follow my band's music, my band page on Spotify. That helps me out. All these things help me out greatly. Listen to my band's music on Spotify 2 or 3 times all the way through. Helps me out immensely because that's what the algorithm likes. Save it. Share it with people who like that type of music. Watch my band's music videos all the way through. Share it with people who like that type of stuff. And subscribe to the channel. And a way to help this channel, subscribe to this channel, of course. Watch my videos all the way through. Like them. Share them with people who like this type of stuff. Seriously, it helps me out. Comment. The algorithm likes comments on both my band's music videos and these videos. The algorithm loves that stuff and will get it to more people and greatly help me out. So that's how you do it, guys. Please help me out. And yeah, that's how you help me out for free. You don't have to spend a darn penny. Except for your electric bill, of course. I mean, you know, practical stuff. But yeah, I think that's it. Share with your friends, family, and folks who need something interesting to watch as well. And as always, everyone, GG.